As we get older, the body becomes far less forgiving of certain foods. Digestion slows down, inflammation increases, blood sugar becomes harder to control, and the heart works harder to keep up. What you could eat in your 30s without consequences can quietly cause fatigue, joint pain, blood pressure spikes, or digestive trouble later in life. Fast food, especially fried chicken meals, hits many of those weak spots at once. KFC may be comforting and familiar, but for seniors, some menu items now come with a much higher cost than most people realize. Below are 7 KFC foods seniors should never order again, followed by 2 options that are the least harmful if you do find yourself at KFC. The first item seniors should avoid is the original recipe fried chicken. While iconic, it is heavily coated, deep-fried, and loaded with sodium. One piece can contain nearly an entire day's recommended sodium intake for older adults. Excess sodium contributes to high blood pressure, fluid retention, and increased strain on the heart and kidneys. For seniors already managing hypertension, this single choice can undo a week of careful eating. Next is extra crispy chicken. This option is even worse than the original. The thicker breading absorbs more oil, leading to significantly higher fat and calorie content.
90% of the customers that are buying Beyond and plant-based proteins in the grocery also eat meat, so they're using it as a way to reduce the amount of animal-based protein in their diets. And we think it's bigger than just a trend.
This comes after several years of tests that were successful for the 2 brands. It'll be available for a limited time in nearly 4,000 KFC locations. Nearly a year ago, Beyond announced a formal partnership with Yum Brands to make exclusive meat substitutes for Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC.
We didn't want to just provide another form chicken to the market. What we wanted to do is get that muscle structure right, so that when people bit into the product, it has that whole muscle tissue experience for them that they would get with chicken breast.
For seniors, this can trigger indigestion, acid reflux, and inflammation. The extra crunch comes at the cost of increased saturated fats, which are closely linked to cardiovascular problems. The third item to avoid is the chicken pot pie. It may sound comforting, but nutritionally it's one of the worst items on the menu. It combines refined carbs, heavy cream, processed chicken, and excessive sodium into a single serving. For seniors, this combination is a perfect storm for blood sugar spikes and bloating. Many older adults report feeling sluggish and uncomfortable for hours after eating it. Another problematic choice is the famous bowl. This dish layers mashed potatoes, fried chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. While filling, it's extremely high in sodium and lacks fiber. Seniors often experience water retention and digestive discomfort after eating meals like this. It also provides very little nutritional value relative to its calorie load. The mac and cheese is another item seniors should stop ordering. Though it's often viewed as a harmless side, it's high in saturated fat and refined carbohydrates. For aging digestive systems, dairy-heavy dishes can worsen inflammation and cause discomfort. The lack of protein and fiber makes it especially unbalanced for older adults.
Last year, a secret recipe from Louisville, Kentucky sold over 700 million pieces of fried chicken in the UK.
Let's sing a tower, please, guys. This is KFC Live.
They seem to be going straight up the UK and building a KFC in every town. And it's just not on.
People just don't go for eating with their hands. For them, it links to uncivilized behaviour.
From the food tasters to the food farmers.
Any hot wings?
Yes, babe. Yeah. How did you read my mind? How many should I have?
You should have 4.
Yeah, I'll have 4.
Anything else for you today?
No, babe. You just...
2 mini fillets, 2 fries, 4 hot wings, and a bottle of
You're
water.
just amazing. I just love you.
Next on the list is biscuits with gravy. These are dense, refined, and loaded with sodium and fats. For seniors, this combination can cause rapid blood sugar rises followed by crashes, leading to fatigue and irritability. Biscuits also tend to sit heavily in the stomach, making digestion slower and more uncomfortable. The 7th item seniors should avoid is popcorn nuggets. These small, bite-sized pieces may seem lighter, but they are heavily processed and fried. Seniors often eat more than intended because they're easy to snack on, which leads to excessive sodium and fat intake without realizing it. The lack of whole meat structure also means lower quality protein. Now let's talk about the 2 least harmful options if you are at KFC and have limited choices. The first is grilled chicken. While not perfect, it avoids the deep frying that causes many problems for seniors. Grilled chicken provides protein without the excessive oil and breading. Seniors should still remove the skin to reduce fat and watch portion sizes, but this is by far the safest main protein option available. The second is green beans. Among KFC's sides, green beans are lower in calories and provide some fiber. While still containing sodium, they are far gentler on blood sugar and digestion than mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, or fries. Pairing green beans with grilled chicken creates a more balanced meal. Beyond specific menu items, seniors should also think about how fast food affects long-term health. Fried foods increase inflammation throughout the body, which worsens arthritis, joint stiffness, and cardiovascular strain. Sodium-heavy meals lead to water retention, which can cause swelling in the legs and feet, a common issue in older adults.
I know there's 11 herbs and spices in the chicken.
Yeah. Have you seen the Christmas advert? 11 herbs and spices.
In America, they say the secret recipe is one of America's best trade secrets. This is the OR seasoning, the secret recipe.
The secret recipe is a secret that you put in the recipe.
And do you know what, when you actually look at the gravy on the packet, it actually says secret recipe as well.
So nobody knows. Like, we couldn't tell you what the secret recipe is because nobody knows what the secret recipe is.
Everything is about growth, whether it is about business growth or personal growth. Growth is at the forefront of everything that we think about and do every day.
Portion control is another challenge. KFC meals are often designed to be large and indulgent. Seniors need fewer calories, but more nutrients, not the other way around. Eating half portions or sharing meals can significantly reduce negative effects. Timing matters as well. Eating heavy fried foods later in the day can disrupt sleep and worsen acid reflux, which is more common with age. Seniors who choose fast food earlier in the day often tolerate it slightly better, though it's still not ideal. Hydration also plays a role. Sodium-rich meals pull water from cells, increasing dehydration risk. Seniors should drink water before and after eating fast food to help counteract this effect, though it won't fully eliminate the strain. It's important to remember that occasional indulgence is not the same as a habit. The real danger comes from regular consumption. For seniors who eat fast food multiple times a week, small changes can have a meaningful impact on energy levels, digestion, and blood pressure. Many older adults notice improvements in joint pain, bloating, and fatigue simply by reducing fried foods and excess sodium. These changes often happen faster than expected, sometimes within weeks. KFC may be familiar, nostalgic, and convenient, but aging bodies require different fuel. Choosing lighter options, avoiding the worst offenders, and treating fast food as an occasional treat rather than a routine meal can protect health and comfort long-term. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. And for seniors, awareness can make all the difference.